Hello everybody, it's me, Baronia. Today with another boss battle video for the Invader. This time I tried to build a budget deck for it. And I managed to build a 1800 spirit deck only for this boss. But before you say something like, what? I should spend 1.8k spirit on this one boss battle? This deck, or many of these cards, are staples in Abyssian and usable in many ladder decks or in other boss battle decks. Because bosses are really bad, or usually most of them are bad against Abyssian, Deathwatch, Shadow Dancer, Blood Moon Priestess. But I will explain it better and more in detail when we look at the deck. I explain why I put in every card. The core of this deck is our Deathwatch. One hand Shadow Watcher, just as a minion which can get huge and deal a lot of damage. The Blood Tide Priestess to create more Wraithlings and put stuff on the board to die to trigger the other Deathwatch minions, and also to get just damage into the face. And Shadow Dancer, which heals us and deals damage for everything which dies. This is also very good and important to have a big board, because the Invader's ability is to deal 6 damage to a random minion or general. Sometimes they hit themselves, but most of the times they will hit something of ours. So it's good if you have a lot of Wraithlings, because the Wraithling will distract from the Shadow Dancer or the Blood Tide. And to have that, we use Gloom Chaser, which summons 2 minions. We use Wraithling Swarm, which summons 3 minions. We use Cryptographer to get another BBS and get 2 more minions on board. And we also use Furiosa, which will increase the stats for our Wraithlings by using the BBS. The idea is that they first deal more damage, and also they maybe survive a Tempest when they hit 3-3, because the Invader has Tempest in the deck. The Furiosa and Crypto are a really good combo, because if you have BBS, play BBS, play Crypto, play BBS again, you have 2 activations with Furiosa. So this is just the Swarm section in the deck. These minions. We also have Inkling Search, which summons another Wraithling, and if you already have a Wraithling board, you draw a card. Beside that, we have a Lure to get something out of our face, and Ritual Banishing to kill something if necessary. But in my game I never used Ritual Banishing, so maybe that's something you could replace, but it's also good to have, I think, as a removal. Could also go maybe for Punish, if you already have this card, because it's a rare. So, the only card I haven't talked about, or only 2 cards, 3 cards I haven't talked about, is Gore. Gore is just in there because it's great against the ability of the boss. They deal 6 damage to it. It just respawns, just dies to 6 damage and comes back, so our board stays relatively high. Also can die easily, so maybe it procs our Deathwatch minions, though on the other hand it usually dies in the beginning of our turn. So that means it has anti-synergies with our minions when we play them after Gore died. But the AI is maybe stupid enough to attack them anyways. And we have Valtar in there because Valtar is a common, so it's very cheap, and it has an effect which is really good against an AI which ignores that ability. Every time your opponent attacks, it gets +3 attack in his frenzy. So usually it's very easy for that to get very high up and then just go forward, frenzy your whole board. Always a good card against bosses. And Chakram is just there to... yeah, Chakram is amazing, because it makes a weak board so dangerous. And you will see in the replay how dangerous it is. So yeah, there was a deck I built. and I'm very happy with it. So I bought the boss with 2 budget Abyssian decks, but with 2 different ones. I like the second iteration much more, so I will show this replay. So, there's no one important thing to say, that you can move these towers. They say they're structures, but it's a bug. They are not structures. They're like normal, just like 0-3 minions. They can also get attack buffed by Fear Chakra. So we start with a Raveling Swarm. 1 dies, unfortunately, but it's fine. Better than one of these. And next turn we do a nice Furiosa Crypto turn. Because of the positioning here, we can't the structure can't escape from the Razor Crack Golem, so I decided to move it in the corner, that maybe they have to stay here to attack it. And this worked pretty well. We'll see in a moment. So here I try to get my minions out of attack range. That's why I move these back so far, because they can move here and attack here. Crypto and Ravelings. I only hope they had no Tempest, because this is really weak to Tempest. But luckily they didn't have a Tempest to play the Colossus. And they went here to attack this Carrot Tower, which I was really happy about. And move the Razor Crack Golem forward. Which is also really good, because for every enemy minion which dies, we will gain its attack. So we kill this next turn, and then suddenly I have 11 attack. Awesome. Because it's very easy to kill it now, because we still have Furios on board, and these turn into 3/3s. So played Bloodtide Priestess, but to be honest I should have played probably Raveling Swarm. I moved in a way that there's a full surround of the Bloodtide Priestess. That was kind of important to me. Oh, not a complete surround. I wanted to have 1 free spot for the case that they hit something which dies. Like this minion. So we get 1/1 more. But unfortunately they had a draining wave, one of the many removers, and went forward. And it got kinda, yeah, and had a lot of mana to do something, and they killed another minion with Elucidator. But I'm kinda happy about this, because this means that next turn my attack will be really high. So here I thought a long time about what I should do. Fear Chakra or not, or maybe a Shadow Dancer and an Inkling Surge. I went with the Shadow Dancer to get some health back and put some more pressure on the Invader. And I can clear the board without the Chakram, so I decided to not play it right now. And my Ravelings, they can't attack the Invader right now, not really. So I thought Chakram is maybe, Shadow Dance is maybe better right now. And we already have 19 attack. Really, really nice. Unfortunately, the range one survives. They're kind of sucky, but what can you do? But 19 attack is really, really good, especially with full health. That looks really good. I mean, yeah, they kill 2 minions, but we get at least some face damage in for that, for the Shadow Dancer. We get some more minions against this ability, it's not too bad. We move on cards, but okay, here's another Grinding Wave. Kinda sucky, but at least they got 4 damage. And now it's of course a perfect Fury Chakram turn. Only a question how to set it up. Before we use PBS, everything has to be in position. I want to be this here, this has to be here, and this has to be here. So first the commander charges go in and kill everything here, or kill that one, die. Then I move in all minions and my protector. No body block anything. And we are at a point, and this is very important in this boss battle. You have to realize when you have to start attacking. The whole time you will probably have less health than the Invader, but on the other hand your attack should be way higher. The maximum attack they can have is 13, because if these 3 towers die. So they only have, or only, I mean relatively only, 13 attack. Right now we have 24. Can even have maybe more, depending on how the board looks. So there's a point where you have to realize, okay, now I have to attack. Now I have to get back from being defensive, like all the time, to go in the face and put him down. The other replay showed this maybe even better. Because in that we were running out of cards and there was the only chance to, yeah, really kill them and put them down. This is not lethal, but it puts them lethal range for next turn. We still have 40 hit points. So really good here. Out of air. Another one of the many removers. They also have Mercanter. They have Ephemeral Shroud for dispels. So they broke down the artifact, but it already did what it should be doing. And this game is won. Very fast and very easy. But I also felt, to be honest, that we were lucky with the RNG hits. I mean, they went all the time towards one of our minions, but at least mostly Wraithlings. But it would have been also fine if they hit more towers, because the damage is not that important, because if they have 7 of 13, they kill all our minions anyways. And we don't go face before we know we are winning, or we have to. So I think this deck is really good against Invader. I think it's generally a good deck to play against bosses, but every boss needs or could use some modification to that formula. But in general, it's one of the better decks. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you enjoyed my content, please follow my YouTube channel. And if you have more questions, jump in on our Discord server. I'm always there answering questions to anything Duelyst related or otherwise. And otherwise, I would say good night. Thanks for watching. See you soon. I got very positive feedback for doing budget boss battle videos, so I want to do that in the future too. But unfortunately the next month I'm gone, so I won't be back till mid of September, so till then there will be no new videos. Maybe I can write something about a budget boss deck, but I can't make any videos. So feel free to add me in-game and watch my replays. If you enjoyed my content, please follow me on YouTube, and if you find it helpful or have any other questions, join my Discord and say hi. Would love to see you there. Other than that, I can only say good night, thanks for watching, and see you soon.